Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Thanks for watching guys, and you're here for double header, dude. This is part 2 of the video series I'm doing today, and that is the video series on the Mi Mix 3 right here. And in this second kind of video, I'm going to be doing my comparison between the Mi Mix 3 and the Huawei Mate 20X. Now these two phones couldn't be any more different. They are from different manufacturers. They have different sizes, as you can see here, and there are some various key kind of ways that these phones are, better than the other, one versus the other right here. But my goal is to just kind of show you guys these phones right next to each other, talk a little bit about the design, display performance, some of the audio capabilities, and battery life, just things that come to mind here. I'm going to do this in a kind of a more streamlined way here. So let's see how quickly we can get through this video as I kind of just walk you guys through my experience with these two phones right here. Let's get started. Design. Beautiful, sleek, fingerprint magnet. Reminds me of the Mi 8. Has that slider feature which allows for this amazing edge-to-edge screen. But big concern, is this going to be a durability issue with the phone? I can see through the phone. Hello, I see you. That is concerning, but design-wise, it is a very sleek, beautiful phone, but a fingerprint magnet nonetheless. 218 grams, 8.5 millimeters in thickness versus 8.2 millimeters and 232 grams on the Mate 20X. Huge phone, huge screen. This is a monster phone, guys, and it is all flanked by the 7.2-inch display on this. The major difference between this phone, in my opinion, is the back. Still a fingerprint magnet, but you got this nice ridged feel to it. Just makes the glossy kind of backs of the Mi Mix 3 feel just a little bit antiquated and just not as premium feeling. This really is a great texture, and it proves that Huawei is thinking about its users and the way they interact with their phones. But you see it there. Still a fingerprint magnet. I would definitely recommend putting the case on this phone if you don't want to drop it. All in all, these phones are sleek and beautiful. I really can't pick a winner here in design. So it's really more up to your liking. Do you want a full screen display kind of experience, and you want to do that with the potential issues with the slider feature there? Or do you want the droplet design and a huge, huge phone, but with this nice back here? I'm going to give them a tie for design right here. Talking about display, 6.39 inch, 85% or 98%, whichever screen to body ratio you believe, 7.2 inch, 403 ppi, 346 ppi. Both are full HD, but this is obviously spread out over a much larger area. Both phones can do HDR, but according to the specs here, the Mate 20X can do HDR10 and DCI P3. Overall colors, which one looks better? Let's have a look at YouTube. I'll let you be the judge of that. There you see them in YouTube playback. Now, from my eyes, the colors on the Mate 20X do appear a bit more vibrant. That's not to say the colors on this phone are worse. They just are less vibrant. It could be due to the actual settings that I have on the phone right now, but the Mi Mix 3 seems a little bit more true to life right here. Let's have a look at the same photo and see if we notice any differences right there. There's the exact same shot on both phones. Let's zoom in on the flower there. Now, which one looks more vibrant to you? For me, this one looks more vibrant. The reds are just so much deeper, but the greens on the Mi Mix 3 do look a little bit more true to life. But I would still say in terms of color reproduction and just overall appearance, I like the Mate 20X better. The bigger screen, just overall bigger canvas to watch content. I'm gonna have to give the display to the Mate 20X, but only slightly, because I know for all you pixel peepers and you high display density junkies, your 403 pixels per inch on this phone will be the thing that you will appreciate the most. Talking about performance, Geekbench. Compared on these two phones, I ran the benchmarks earlier. There's your score difference. 3325 single core on the Mate 20X. Let's flip these around real quick. 3325 on the Mate 20X, 2295 single core on the Mi Mix 3, and 9800, which apparently is low and should be in the 10,000 range or even 11,000 for this chip, the Kirin 980, versus the 8189 on the Snapdragon 845. Both phones are really fast, but if I have to pick a performance champion here, it's clearly going to be the Mate 20X with the Kirin 980. This phone just screams, and you can see it here. with all the way that it opens apps. Everything is fast, and that's not to say that the Mi Mix 3 is a slouch at all. They both move very quickly in and out of applications, but there's just an edge that this phone has that the Mi Mix 3 does not. And now looking at DRM Info, this is one place where the Mi Mix 3 does not match up with the Mate 20X, at least as of right now. With the China version of this phone, which is the only version I know exists, you're looking at an L3 security wideband CDM security level versus L1 here on the Mate 20X. So if you're going to be watching some major HD content on Netflix and all these other apps, you have your choice right here. Which phone is better? And I give it to the Mate 20X. And a quick word on battery life, guys. You see here, 39% battery remaining, 6 hours and 27 minutes of screen on time. Incredible. Quick audio test. 75% on the Mi Mix 3, 75% on the Mate 20X. 100% on the Mi Mix 3. 100% on the Mate 20X. Verdict: if the test between the Mi Mix 3 and the Pixel 3 XL wasn't fair, then this test was even less fair. The Mate 20X just crushes the Mi Mix 3 when it comes to audio quality. You got your dual firing speakers that are legit speakers on top and on bottom, and it just creates a louder, more full, just more wonderful sound and a pleasure to listen to. This is the winner of the audio speaker test. And don't forget, this phone also has a 3.5mm headphone jack. So for all you headphone jack lovers, that may be the thing that tips the scales in favor of the Mate 20X right here. Talking about camera, both phones have really great cameras, but I can't wait to see when the DxO Mark comes out for the Mate 20X, because even though the Mi Mix 3 has a great shooter and got a 108 there on the DxO Marks, I really think that the Mate 20X has it beat. And I think the only other phone that maybe will beat both of these is the Pixel 3 XL. But you're looking at colors, in daylight, these phones shoot amazingly. But if you see here in this shot, this is about as close as the Mi Mix 3 can get. On the Mate 20X, you can go from there to there, from there to there. And you can see it right here. Regular view, zoom view. Regular view, zoom view. Night mode on this phone is pretty great as well. Stay tuned for a full camera comparison coming up soon. But if I had to pick a camera winner right now, initially, it's going to be the Mate 20X. The combination of those triple cameras and the wide angle lens, inclusion of the wide angle lens, means this may be the most just full featured camera on any smartphone ever. And that is incredible. Final verdict comparison between these two phones. Both phones are really great. Both phones have their design kind of differences that really just are very special. The selfie cam here and the way it's been implemented on the Mi Mix 3 allows for such an amazing full screen display, and it is unique in the world of smartphones today. But like I said earlier, that gap between the screen and the phone is just unacceptable. I'm gonna say right now, Xiaomi, what the heck? It doesn't look good, it just feels cheap, and it just makes me feel like this phone is not gonna last. I don't think there's any other company that is doing the level of quality, build quality and design and just kind of overall sleekness as Huawei is in the market right now. And this Mate 20X just ticks all the boxes. The one major negative I have with this phone is simply the phone itself. Its size, it may be just too much for me to handle. As much as I love big phones, and you guys always comment about this in the actual comments, I don't have the biggest hands. I admit it, it's true. Don't hate me for my small hands. But what I can say is that if you are a big hand person, then this probably won't be an issue. But if you are like the majority of the world and you don't have monstrously sized hands, then this phone may be a little bit big for daily use. That's not to say that I absolutely love this phone. It's been a pleasure to use because it is just the total package when it comes to performance, display, watching content, stereo speakers, and the whole lot. Everything is amazing, and I can't wait to show off the gaming on this phone. It is even more amazing. So in my final verdict here, after 48 hours with this phone and coming up to a week with the Mate 20X, which phone am I going to pick? It's got to be the Mate 20X. The Mate 20X, it's just a stunning phone. Thoughtful design features to the users, triple camera setup, and yes, it is more expensive. And I purchased this phone just under 6,000 Hong Kong dollars, which is getting up there. It's in the $800 price range versus the Mi Mix 3, which I purchased for around $4,700 or 600 bucks. 600 bucks, 800 bucks. Is this phone worth the $200 extra than the Mi Mix 3? It depends. If you are on a budget and you want the kind of sleekest, coolest looking phone on a budget, then the Mi Mix 3 is still a great choice. But if you want and love big phones and you want the best big phone that's ever been created, this is your pick. And I think pound for pound, the Huawei Mate 20X in terms of performance, battery life, display quality, speakers, camera is just a better all total package right here. So that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think and drop it in the comment section there. Which phone do you think is better right here? And definitely let me know. But if you like this video, guys, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, definitely subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for future updates. I appreciate all your support, guys, for helping me get to 15,000. I'm really, really appreciative of that, and I can't wait for the next milestones that are coming up. 20,000, 25,000. Sky's the limit on the channel here, guys. I thank you so much for all your support into making this channel bigger and bigger every single day. That's it for this video, guys. This is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Y'all have a good one.